Hey guys, Luis Moreno here with 360 Insurance Group. I'm going to answer a question that was asked by one of our newer agents. She is new into the ACA field, and her question is, which of these two plans should I offer? They're both by the same carrier, and they're both bronze plans. So I'm going to answer that question here in a minute. Before I do that, guys, what I want you to do is I want you to like this video, post a comment, and subscribe to my channel. All right, well, let's jump right into it, guys. I'm going to share the screenshot that was sent to me. Looking into this screenshot, we have two plans here. They're both bronze plans, and they're both by the same carrier. Okay, so just looking at the plan description here, this is the Ambetter Virtual Access Bronze Plan, Virtual PCP Selection Required. This one over here is the CMS Standard Expanded Bronze Plan with Walgreens. So that means that the pharmacy, the preferred pharmacy is Walgreens. All right. So just looking into what she sent here without knowing anything about the potential insured, without knowing the household size, the income, without knowing and without knowing their health conditions. I'm just merely making this recommendation based on what I am seeing here. Okay, so we're going to break this up into two parts. Part number one, guys, is this right here. Okay, taking this section right here, which is the premium, the deductible, and the maximum out of pocket. Taking this into account by itself, there's not a lot of difference here. There is a little bit. Yes, the deductible is $500 less in this plan. Yes, the maximum out of pocket, which the $7,000 deductible is embedded into this maximum out of pocket. It's $450 less than this plan. So just by taking this into account, I'm going to say that this plan wins. Okay, so if I know nothing else and not taking anything else into consideration, just this alone, this plan wins. All right, now let's go down a little further and we'll look at the primary. So we're going to take the primary into account here, the primary, the PCP. So we have a $65 copay here in this plan, and we have a $50 copay plan on this one. So with this one, this plan wins, okay? But here is another win for this plan over here. Guys, if you focus right here, virtual PCP selection required. This plan, now I haven't looked at I don't know what state this is in, and I haven't dived down into the actual details, but when I see this, what this means is that the insured must see a virtual PCP before they can go and see a physical PCP. All right. It's kind of like a gatekeeper. It keeps the cost down for the company. So is that a good thing or a bad thing? Well, it kind of depends on the insured. If they're a younger, high-tech type of people, then they may be just fine with virtual PCPs. But if you're dealing with somebody who's not as techy, somebody who doesn't want to do virtual PCPs and has no interest in doing it, they're not going to like this plan very much. So even though the copay is $65, you've got to realize that the virtual PCP is going to be an issue with this plan. So we're going to give this plan an X in that department. Okay. All right. Here's another biggie. Okay. And again, I don't know anything about the insured, but this next section right here, the specialist. Okay. If we look at that section here with this first plan, it's a $100 copay after they meet their deductible. The deductible in this plan is $7,000. Okay. In this plan over here, it's a $100 copay, regardless of what the deductible is. So if I've got an insured that is needing to see a specialist, they are going to be super unhappy with this plan. Okay. Why? They're going to have to pay that entire cost. that cost for that specialist is going to go towards the deductible, which means the insured is going to have to pay the entire cost. That's going to be a very hard scenario for that insured. So I would say that this is another X for this plan. Here, $100 copay, flat copay, regardless of what the cost is of that specialist. I consider that a big win. So just taking this information into account, what I would say, guys, is focus on the details. Okay, you've got to spend some time and you've got to focus on the details here. A lot of insureds would not understand what this after deductible means. A lot of them would just focus on this $100 and think that that's all they'd have to pay without catching this after the deductible. The virtual PCP, they may not capture the end. They may not recognize that they need to see a virtual PCP before they can go see a physical PCP. So pay attention to the details, guys. It's important. It could cause some issues with our insureds. But if we were dealing with an insured who is super healthy, no specialist, goes to see a doctor every now and then, is okay with virtual, well, then maybe this plan would be great. Lower deductible, lower out of pocket, $0 on the premium. Maybe this is the way to go. So you've got to understand the needs of your insured also. That's going to be very important in helping you make a recommendation. Now, before we get done here, a couple of things I want to share with you. We had a huge OEP this year, wrote over 1,200 applications. I was able to do that not only because of my regular marketing that I do, but largely because I run Facebook and Instagram ads. I don't know what I'm doing, guys. I hired a lady. Her name is Shauna. She tweaked out my ads and is getting me more leads than I can handle. Okay, I'm licensed in multiple states and I'm only focusing in one state because I've got more than I can handle. So if you guys you don't know how to create ads and you want to learn, click on the description below. I have some information on that Facebook course, and you can learn how to run ads not only for ACA, but for Medicare, final expense, auto insurance, home insurance, life insurance, mortgage protection, final expense, whatever you want. You want to sell widgets, the concept will apply to anything that you want to sell. The other thing that was very, very helpful for me was that the leads that were created on my social media just didn't get created, and then I have to go in there and capture them. I have a CRM that listens and watches for those leads. When a prospect clicks on that lead form, that prospect enters their information and hits enter or submit, my agent CRM, my CRM listens for that, grabs the information, and then immediately goes to work for me. It lets me know that I've got a lead, sends me a text, it sends me an email, it sends my team the same information. Then on top of that, what it does is it starts corresponding with my insured. It sends them a voicemail, it sends them a text message, and I just found out today that they have the capability of the agent CRM calling you and then connecting with that lead immediately. Facebook leads can be a lot less expensive than direct mail leads, but they have a very short shelf life. So you have got to capture them while it's still hot. So I just found out that you can do that, but my workflow that is in my CRM, along with all the stuff that it does, if you use my affiliate link down below, you'll get everything that I've created. You can just tweak it out for what works for you. So I got Facebook course information. I've got the agent CRM information down below. And the last thing is, if you're new to ACA, or if you're with some other organization and you're not getting trained and you want to get trained, I have an ACA 101 course. My course will teach you everything about contracting, certification, how to use our quote engine to quote, enroll, and manage your book of business. And then I finish off with cross-selling. Okay, I teach you guys how to embed dental and vision, and then I teach you how to embed the hospital indemnity plan. We sell 3 plans, or we offer 3 plans to all of our insureds. So I teach you all that. The information for the course is down below. It's $199, guys. All right. The ROI on that is so easy to achieve. All you've got to do is sell one head. That's it. And you've made your money back. So it's kind of a no-brainer. So I've got that down below. So guys, if you have any questions, please post on the comments and let me know. And I do check the comments and I will respond. Thank you.